This is MFT Raw and here is some camera news. Panasonic have made an announcement, a new camera called the S5D, a new 18 to 40mm lens and new colors for the S9. They've also announced firmware upgrades for existing cameras like the S9, the S5 Mark II and the S5X Mark II. There's not much there for Micro Four Thirds fans unfortunately, but we did get firmware upgrades for the G9 Mark II. So let's start there. The G9 Mark II will now have compatibility with the Lumix Lab smartphone app and compatibility with the new XLR2, well, newish XLR2 microphone adapter. The option to select 5 GHz Wi-Fi frequency is now available as well, so it now supports 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. Operational stability has also been improved. There is also now the ability to use real-time LUTs in camera, which can be assigned to the function button. So you can have an idea of what your footage would look like after color grading, but there's more on that later. For version 1.1 of the full-frame Lumix S9, they have added unlimited video recording as an option. As this camera is aimed at creators, they have added framing markers on the screen for multiple different aspect ratios. The idea here is that you shoot open gate, so you shoot using the full size of the sensor, and the markings allow you to frame for different formats. So you can shoot, say, an Instagram video and a YouTube video and frame them kind of at the same time. We've got improvements to the phase detect autofocus system as well. Options now will be available for the selection of airplanes and trains, as well as specific parts of those planes and trains, and motorcycles and cars. It also now has better compatibility with the Lumix Lab app, with remote shooting and file transfers now added. So moving on to the S5 II and the S5 IIX, because the upgrades are basically the same for both. We get a new Leica monochrome profile, which is available for you black and white fans. And the rest is pretty much the same as the S9 with XLR2 support, 5 GHz Wi-Fi, real-time LUT and Lumix Lab support. For those who don't know, Lumix Lab is an app on your phone that allows you to create LUTs and transfer them between your phone and your camera. There is some debate on why you would want to be making LUTs when you're out shooting, but I think that Panasonic are just trying to make it easier for people to get good looking graded video footage easily. The update brings 39 new LUTs that can be applied in the camera. You can also stack LUTs and adjust opacity and just play around with them to kind of make your own. They're also introducing new colors for the S9, which include mint green, white, and sakura, or pink. I'm not sure what sakura is. It looks pink to me. But the big announcement was the new camera, the S5D, and the new lens, the 18 to 40 f4.5 to 6.3. This lens has been designed for the S9. It is a full frame zoom, yet it only weighs 155 grams, so it is intended to be a very compact outfit. The 18 to 40 is a standard zoom range, but this can be extended with the use of the hybrid zoom function in the S9 to give you an 18 to 120mm focal range. The price announced for the new lens is $499, but they will be offering it in a kit with the S9, which will retail at $1799. Not sure what that is in pounds just yet. As for the new camera, the S5D, well, it really isn't a new camera, but it's more of a refresh of the original S5. I mean, you can barely even call it a refresh. The specs are identical to the S5, but that's really not a bad thing if you think about it, as the S5 is very capable, but only really let down by its lazy contrast detect autofocus. So to improve it, Panasonic have given the S5D support for DJI's LiDAR autofocusing system module and their Ronin RS3 gimbal. You might think, why didn't they just give the S5 phase detect autofocus like the rest of the series? But I guess that would have pushed up the price a little bit too much. This way they have managed to bring it in for around about the same price when compared to the S5 with the 20 to 60 kit lens. The S5D will retail for £1,399 in a kit that includes the 18 to 40, or you can have it with the 28 to 200 f4 to f7.1 for £1,799. Both kits will be available from the end of October. And that was pretty much it for the announcement. There were a lot of rumors flying around before the announcement. Things like we're gonna get an S1H Mark II with 6K 120 and 17 stops of dynamic range and 60 frames per second burst shooting. And I did think about making a video about all of that, but I ended up changing my mind because the rumors did just seem so wild, and I really just wanted to wait for the announcement and then report on what was actually true, and I'm really glad that I did. But anyway, that's it for today's video. Excuse me if this one is a little bit short or if the editing is a little bit rough, but here I just wanted to get this one out as I am in the middle of a review of the DJI Action 5 Pro, and I've also got the GoPro Hero 13. I'm Only got them for a short time, so I'm trying to get as much content as I can out of them, but I wanted to squeeze this one out as this is MFT RAW. Panasonic sort of, you know, the pioneers of the micro four thirds format, so I thought I wanted to get this announcement out. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, help us grow. We're on our way to our target of 1,000 subscribers, so we can't get there without you. So show us some love, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.